It is such an honor to be here, and I start by thanking all of you for your service. And I know there are so many in here who have served and continue to serve this great nation, and I'm very proud of all of you. As you know, we are making some significant progress. If somebody would have told me, frankly, I'll confess to you, and some of you who attend armed services hearings, this is certainly not the first time I have grilled the military on subjects since I became a member of the committee. I will say it is the first time I have grilled the military and had results happen as quickly as they have in this instance. And it really was only about a month from the time that exchange occurred with General Mattis that the Joint Chiefs recommended to the Secretary of Defense that Article 60 of the Uniform Code of Military Justice be changed and remove the ability of the convening authority to overturn a jury verdict. Congratulations to all of you. Seeing these changes through is one of my top priorities, and this is why. Everyone's work is colored by their experiences. In the 70s, I was a 25-year-old assistant prosecutor in Kansas City. I found myself assigned to many of our sexual assault cases, partly because I was the only woman assistant DA in the office. There was a pervasive blame the victim mentality that prevailed back then, somewhat like some of the mentality that many of you faced as you confronted the crime that had been committed against you. At that point in our criminal justice system in the civilian world, there was way too much discussion about the conduct of the victim. Is the woman promiscuous? Has she had sex with other men? I knew I needed to take on some tough cases in order to prove to my colleagues that some of their considerations were not only inappropriate, they were just offensive. It's because of them and you that we will not stop until we fix all of the problems associated with military sexual assault. How they handle the crime and how they handle the victims. In the civilian court system, sexual assault no longer focuses on the conduct of the rape survivor, the circumstances of her personal life, what she wore, what she'd been drinking. Cases now rest just on the conduct of the defendant. And that's what we have to do in the military. We have to start focusing at the military justice system through the eyes of the survivor. If you have an enemy you are fighting on the outside, you should never have to deal with an enemy in your unit. It is a toxic environment. The military investigations need to be done promptly and professionally with victims, not just the perpetrators, wrapped in good information, solid support, and legal advice. We need to focus on whether there is a system where victims have a safe place to go in terms of reporting, whether there is a place for victims to safely receive medical care. Are we taking care of the chain of evidence? Do we have enough trained investigators that are gathering the evidence in the most effective way? Do we have a system that supports prosecutors to go after the assailants? We have to support our survivors and put these people in prison. As I told the Aviano victim, who has been through so much and who now is having her case relitigated, as painful as that is, in the court of public opinion, she has done a great service to the national security of this nation. Because of her, major changes have already happened to the rules surrounding criminal trials in the military, and there are more to come. Had she not suffered this travesty, and had she not come forward, how long would it have taken for us to move the needle ahead in such a dramatic fashion? How many more times would a general be able to say, never mind, to a jury's decision? I reminded her, and I want to remind all of you, that what you're doing is noble and strong and right. And even though her case took a terrible turn, and many of your cases may have had similar setbacks, she and you should be very proud. You are patriots of the best kind. Because of you and your bravery, we're going to put the definition of true justice back into the official uniform code of military justice once and for all. God bless you all, and thank you for having me.